Hi. Before the video starts, let me just do a couple quick things to give you some context. This is what you're about to see after this bit, where I'm in a different shirt and a pair of red jeans because that's my chat wanted me to wear red jeans. So this is taking a clip live from Twitch the other day when the music video for Once in a Lifetime came out, and we did a reaction to it. I threw it up on my screen and I watched it along with my chat, and then right after it I gave some of my initial reactions and feelings on the song, and then in turn it turned into this conversation about, okay, what does this mean for the band now? Is this something new? Is it more of the same? Is this going to be something, is it a complete one-off? Is it an entirely new project? On and on and on. We talk a little bit about that, and just wanted to give you that kind of context there, have it make a little bit more sense. It's very stream of consciousness, so if it does and doesn't make sense at times, or if there's weird cuts in it, it's because it's a live thing, and there were bits of it that I might have had to take out for one reason or another. And that's why I'm doing this here. So all of my feelings are generally the same. I really still like the song. I've listened to it a bunch more, and it's so good and catchy, and it's kind of going with the flow of this new thing that All Time Low's doing, this new sort of sound that I think it's a good thing to follow Wake Up Sunshine instead of if they had released it before Wake Up Sunshine. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure how long they've had the song, like I say before, and what that may mean or may not mean. But anyway, that's not to go over some of the same topics that are already going to be covered. But if you are, if you like this video and you're interested in stuff like this, leave it a like and let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way I do as a big All Time Low fan. I don't know. Some of my chat had their own opinions on it, and we talked on that a little bit. So, and if you do want to follow me, I do play drums on Twitch. So feel free to follow me there, twitch.tv/NoxDrummer. I am live Monday through Thursday, 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's about it. So let's get into kind of the feelings and things like that from past me live on Twitch. I kind of like it. I kind of really like it. And on a first listen through, to have a song be no, that's a good song, is, at least for me, a little bit, it's kind of rare. There are a lot of songs that take a couple times through to be oh no, that's really, no, this is really good. I'm actually going to put it on a playlist and stuff like that. But that was really good. The drums all throughout it, the whole melody and the drums especially were very different. It's a different feel, but also feels very much the same, if that makes any sense at all. Huh. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to listen to that more on my own time for sure, to really pick it apart and really start to dig into stuff and give more than just first impressions type opinions. But first impressions on it, it's really good. Really good. And the other thing about it being catchy, I caught myself singing that ending hook of the chorus the second or third time through. So that's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's good, and you can't ooh. Y'all did a good job on that one, All Time Low. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think that's very. I'm not sure how other fans feel about it, but me being as big of a fan as I am, I think that's a really good, again, slight change up, but good. You did a really good job. Really, really good job. The song was, man, just normal pop, not gonna lie. It does lean to the poppier side of things, for sure. That's definitely a first impression that I got. No, you're allowed to have a different opinion. That's fine by me. there's no reason you shouldn't have. Yeah, yeah. It's totally. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. That's for me. Ooh, ooh. I want to go back and listen to it again. I want to do it again, like 5 more times. No, but that's good. That's so good. I need to listen to that a couple more times, I think. And then I will put some more I think I'm going to do an actual like video on it, find some way to set something up and take that little bit, the first impressions on it, and then put some other more cohesive thoughts on it, maybe. I do like it, but I do miss the old ATL sound. Yeah, I think they did a good job as far as like old stuff with a couple of the songs off Wake Up Sunshine. I think most of the stuff on Wake Up Sunshine was this slow move into something a bit different. And I think now that we have Once in a Lifetime, I think that's very... I think it's definitely newer. It's leaning newer. Which, from a practical standpoint as a band, I think they realize that's where things are going. Where they could stick to what they've always done. All Time Low could definitely stick to what they've always done with stuff and keep going as it is and have probably, I'm sure, a lot of success and a lot of, their fan base would still follow them through a lot of that. But I think they're also trying to push and go a little, I don't know if it may be a wrong take for me, but I feel like they're trying to push a little more mainstream. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they release that as a radio single once. I think Monsters has kind of done its thing. I know it's bounced around a lot. It's bouncing around on the pop charts a bit with the Demi Lovato version. So I don't know. I don't know what their plan is with it. I would not be surprised if it ends up being a radio single. And I think it would do really, really well as a radio single. Probably on alternative radio. I don't think you could break into pop unless it became almost as big or just as big as Monsters was. I think it's going to be hard for them. It's still going to kind of struggle because pop and top 40 radio is very different than a lot of the alternative rock stuff. But even alternative rock as a genre is kind of starting to morph and kind of change in its own way again. For better or for worse, whichever you feel on it. But I don't, at this point, I don't think it's bad that All Time Low is leaning something more that way. That's my personal take on it. Some people might not feel the same way. It might be like, a lot of, I could check Reddit and a lot of the fans would be like, yeah, we were expecting something different, and they were like, oh, this is good. We've been sitting on this for a while. Oh, great. We get some stuff that sounds like the old stuff or similar to Wake Up Sunshine. And some people may feel this sounds too different to stuff that was on Wake Up Sunshine. Who knows? I'm not sure how everyone else feels on it. Like when Bring Me the Horizon went pop. Yeah. Yes, they were deathcore and then they went pop. The deathcore, metalcore, pop, it lost their sound. Yeah. I feel like that's a different example in a way. I feel like now this could be off base, but this is my feeling on it. I feel like All Time Low is trying to do, and again, this could be completely off, and it could be, they may just be making whatever sound, whatever they feel like, and this was a one-off, this, if they've been sitting on it for a while, it could have gone on Wake Up Sunshine. And they felt like it was so different that they needed to release it as a single, like they did with Everything Is Fine and Birthday. They released those two kind of sort of after Last Young Renegade, but in between, it was a weird, how that sat weird in their discography. I think they may, I don't know, this could be leading into completely new stuff, but if it is a one-off, I think it's actually a good one-off, because it's still a good song, regardless. But I think, getting back to my first point that I was about to say with the Bring Me the Horizon, I feel like it's a little bit different. I feel like All Time Low would be doing more what like Panic at the Disco's doing, or has done, which, speaking of the shirt, but because I mean Panic at the Disco sort of, they now border on that line of, they kind of strayed from the alternative rock sort of thing, and you know, Brendan has done a very good job of, and kind of sort of bleeding into the top 40 sort of thing. It's now a weird in between, and again, top 40 is hard to get into and kind of stay relevant in a way. But you know, Brendan did a song with Taylor Swift, which was, I didn't think it was that bad of a song. For what it was, you have to take it separate, because I don't believe it was a Panic song. I believe it was a Taylor Swift song that had Brendan Urie on it as a feature. So that's different, but I'm still kind of putting that in, you know, stuff that he puts his name on and an artist puts their name on is still something they like and kind of feel a certain way about and are passionate enough or want to do it enough to get on a song like that. So, I don't know. I don't think it's too much of a stretch, all that being said. I don't think it's too much of a stretch if they do decide, hey, we want to shoot for the more catchy type stuff. We want to sprinkle in a couple more, you know, the catchier, groovy type songs that could hit radio, whether they do or not, you know, whatever. And if they do a bunch of like the ones that are, you know, B-sides on albums in the future, they end up, you know, the B-sides end up being the more harder hitting, faster drums, alternative rock type stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see in general what comes of this. If it is literally just a one-off like Everything Is Fine and Birthday were, where that kind of sits there where it was, or if this is kind of, part of me feels like it isn't a sort of new era. Part of me does feel like this is a song that got written by one or multiple of the members, and it didn't fit any of the side projects that they were doing, i.e. Simple Creatures, Who Hurt You. I think that's it. I don't think any of the other musical side projects. But it also didn't fit like Wake Up Sunshine, if they've had the song since they were talking about Wake Up Sunshine, so they put it out as a one-off. I don't know. So, anyway, not to circle back on the same points over and over again. Really good song. I really like it on the first listen through.